आपका करंट स्टेटस क्या है और आपका सस्पेंशन अगर ये सरकार रिवोक नहीं करती जल्द से जल्द तो आप क्या करिएगा?
See, I'm already suspended and it's more than 10 months. I have met Himanshu Kumar, Mr. Himanshu Kumar, Principal Secretary, Food Safety and Administration, and he has showed me that he will finish inquiry in 2 weeks, and then he will decide whether they are going to revoke suspension or not. I met on 21st and it's already going to be 2 weeks, but I have not got any answer from them. So if they don't revoke, if the revoke is good, I am ready to serve BRD again, just like I did last year and I was doing. If they don't revoke, so many NGOs are calling, and I am planning to open a 500-bed encephalitis treatment center near Gorakhpur only to save all those innocent lives struggling with encephalitis.
आपके खिलाफ केस भी फाइल किया गया है. What is the case related to? What did you do wrong?
See, that's the question I always ask myself. What did I do wrong? When I was in jail, I always ask, am I really guilty? See, they have put 10 charges on me. They have put 308, they have put 120B, they have put 409, 420, 419, 66 IT Act, Indian Medical Council Act, the private practice, and corruption charges 7 by 13, 6 and 8. So there were total 10 charges was there when DGME filed the FIR. But during an investigation officer could not find any evidence. So they dropped all the charges. They dropped corruption charges, they dropped Indian Medical Council Act charges, they dropped 66 IT Act, Information Technology Act charges, and they dropped forgery 419 and 420. Only charges remaining is 308. 308 is culpable homicide. That means I just tried to kill all the kids, you know, they blame that. So, but High Court, Honorable High Court on 25th of April when they gave bail, they categorically stated that Uttar Pradesh government could not even given a single evidence against me for the 308 also for medical negligence. So, I don't know why they put me behind the bar, I don't know why they put the charges, they could not give even a single evidence. That's all I can say. And I am going to, in July, I am going to file a case to quash my FIR and clear my name from these charges.
So you feel that doctors have been unfairly held responsible for whatever happened. You were just pointing out that on the 10th of August last year, there was 23 deaths all of a sudden as compared to fewer deaths before that. What is the reason for that?
See, this is a fact, real fact, that there was a sudden stoppage of liquid oxygen. Manish Bhandari was writing, he has written 14 to 19 reminders for the past 6 months to DM Gorakhpur, to principal, to head of the Department of Pediatrics, BRD Medical College, to DGME, to Principal Secretary, to Health Minister. Even he has written in April, he has written one letter to Chief Minister also, asking his dues. मेरा 10 लाख हो गया है मुझे दे दो, मेरा 20 लाख हो गया है मुझे दे दो, मेरा 30 लाख हो गया है मुझे दे दो, नहीं तो मैं ऑक्सीजन बंद कर दूंगा, मैं ऑक्सीजन बंद करने जा रहा हूँ. On 30th of July he has written that I am going to stop oxygen. 4th of August he supplied last. So there was a sudden stoppage of liquid oxygen, and this is also a fact that there was an increased mortality on 10th, 11th and 12th of August. So there was an encephalitis and there was a newborns who died in these 3 days, but oxygen, the disease was there, but oxygen deficiency just accelerated the mortality. So many innocents have lost their life, and I am telling you, it's not only encephalitis. Out of 23, 14 were newborn. 14 were newborn, 6 were of cardiac cases and respiratory illness. Only 3 was encephalitis. So media jo put the hype, and government also is encephalitis. No, it's not encephalitis. 14 newborns who just came to this life, they didn't know what is happening, and they died because government didn't pay 68 lakh rupees to the vendor. That's the fact.
The figure that we have is that there were 34 children death and 18 death of adult also.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's the question I ask.
What is the correct figure? First of all, do we know?
See, it's total 34 in 2 days, and 10th and 11th. 11th, 12th again 13 deaths were there. So if you calculate total, it's going to 46. So adult deaths, that's what liquid oxygen in BRD is supplied to the Department of Pediatrics, Medicine, Trauma Center, ward number 6, ward number 2, ward number 8, ward number 10 also. So many wards are supplies. Whole media just focused on pediatric ward. Whole government also inquired only pediatric ward. Court also said about pediatric ward, but so many death happened that night on 10th of August in medicine ward also, in trauma center also. There were reports. It's written 10th on 10th night 10 adult died, and on 11th 8 adult died. Total 18 deaths were on 10th and 11th in medicine 14 number ward. So who is responsible for that? They got only me and they put me behind the bar. That's all. See, I'll tell you one interesting fact. When they opposed my bail, on 25th of April, government advocate categorically stated that there is no death and there was no shortage of oxygen. When they opposed Rajiv Mishra's bail, principal sirs, they said no, there was a conspiracy between Manish Bhandari and principal and his wife, and there was a shortage of oxygen, and there was so many innocent life, there was a death of kids. They said that. And it's written. Even
so
the
saying both things.
Yeah, both. They were in totally denied mode. They wanted to bury the whole incident, but they could not. They could not, because so many innocent people, kids have lost their life, and people know the story.
So this year, last year it was oxygen supply. This year, something else. Is this how this hospital is running? No,
I'll tell you. See, every year there are around 500 to 600 deaths because of encephalitis, and around 1500 deaths of newborn. So around 3000 deaths in pediatric itself. And if you take total hospital, there are 7000 deaths in a year. 7000 deaths. 3000 deaths occurs every year. It's not because of just oxygen deficiency, is because it tell you your health system in the eastern UP. Yeah. If you talk about the peripheral health system, the community health system, they are not working up to the mark. They are working as a white elephant. If you go in the evening, it's all closed. So you have, if you want to save those lives, if you want to really treat these innocent lives, you have to strengthen the peripheral health center and community health center. Poor people in BRD is catering half of the Bihar, half of the eastern UP, half of the Nepal. So many people are coming, and they don't have centers in Saijanwa, Basti, Maharajganj. These centers are not working properly. So you have to strengthen the peripheral health center.
The mortality rate in the hospital when you were working there, you found it was as you would expect in any such hospital?
No, not any such.
Was it a higher?
Yes, high. It's high. If you, that's what I'm saying. Only thing that BRD we get is kids in very late stage. Like if GCS is like more than less than 7. Kids are more prone to die, If his GCS is around 9 and 10, we are able to save them. So if his GCS is less than 7, you go to AIMS, you go to PGI, you go to any West World center, the mortality rate is 30 to 40%. That's what I'm saying. If you really want to save those kids, you have to strengthen the peripheral health system. You have to go to the villages. You have to treat them. I told you, encephalitis is a very deadly disease. It doesn't give time. So whenever there is a high grade fever or altered sensorium, treat that child there itself in the peripheral health center. What they do, these poor parents, they go to Jhola Chhap doctors or any other center, because the peripheral health center are not working properly. So once they are stuck there, they get bad, they get all the consequences. खराब हो जाता है, जब बेकार हो जाता है तब BRD आते हैं, फिर उनको बचाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है.
So do you think there will be deaths again and again, year after year in
I just hope not, but that's the truth. We can't deny that.
So tell me that for a lay person, it's very difficult to tell what is JE, what is AES. Can you explain why AES category exists? आपने जैसे अभी समझाया once more.
See, AES is umbrella, acute encephalitis syndrome जो है, जो मस्तिष्क ज्वर हिंदी में बोलते हैं, वो एक छाते की तरह है. उसके अंदर जो है एक बड़े सा छाता है, उसके अंदर छोटी छोटी डिजीज़ हैं, जैसे जैपनीज इंकेफ्लाइटिस है. जैपनीज इंकेफ्लाइटिस जो है 10 से 15% होती है. 85%, 10 to 15%, 1 to 2% हर्पीस इंकेफ्लाइटिस है, कुछ टीबी की वजह से हो जाए, मतलब टीबी मियादी बुखार जो टाइफाइड है उसकी वजह से हो जाती है। जो अभी रिसर्च आया है 2016-17 में ICMR ने किया है, उन्होंने स्क्रब टाइफस इंकेफ्लाइटिस की भी बात की है। और कुछ लोग अभी PGIMI के डॉक्टर्स ने ये भी कहा है, सस्पेक्ट किया है कि निपा वायरस इंकेफ्लाइटिस भी हो सकता है। तो इट्स अ बिग अम्ब्रेला, देयर आर सो मेनी डिजीज विच कॉजेज इंकेफ्लाइटिस। इंकेफ्लाइटिस का मतलब होता है दिमाग का सूजन, कि एक दिन मतलब बहुत तेज बुखार आएगा, 2-3 दिन बाद बच्चा चिड़चिड़ा हो जाएगा, अकबक बात करने लगेगा, उसको कोई चीज़ें दिखाई देने लगेंगी। तो इस तरह से वो उसको अल्टर सेंसोरियम कहते हैं। तो एनी फीवर ऑफ लेस देन 15 डे ड्यूरेशन विद अल्टर सेंसोरियम विद और विदाउट सीजर इज इंकेफ्लाइटिस। So
JE is
one of these, only 10 to 15%.
And you're talking about Gorakhpur, 10 to 15% in Gorakhpur.
In Gorakhpur area, Eastern UP. Actually, इंकेफ्लाइटिस जो जब से ज़्यादा पाई जाती है ये यूपी, उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल और आसाम में है। ये पूरा एरिया जो कवर करता है। तो 60% ऑफ इंकेफ्लाइटिस ऑफ होल इंडिया अकर्स इन दिस 4 स्टेट्स, और उसमें से 60% यूपी गोरखपुर में आ जाते हैं। गोरखपुर चूँकि आई टोल्ड यू ना, हाफ ऑफ द बिहार, हाफ ऑफ द नेपाल एंड हाफ ईस्टर्न यूपी कवर कर रहा है।
तो इसका मतलब कि फिर 10% ही क्यों है सारी बीमारियों का यहाँ पे?
जैपनिंग इंकेफ्लाइटिस
फिर तो बहुत ज़्यादा
नहीं है, इंकेफ्लाइटिस है, पर पता है 40% हम लोग कारण ही नहीं पता है, इटियोलॉजी नहीं पता है क्यों हो रहा है, किस वजह से हो रहा है, अभी तक हम पता नहीं कर पाए हैं।
जेई का रीजन,
जेई नहीं, इंकेफ्लाइटिस का रीजन, जेई का तो रीजन है। देखिए जेई, दैट्स व्हाट आई, वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल हियर, जेई की वैक्सीन है। जेई स्टार्ट हुआ, जैपनिंग इंकेफ्लाइटिस स्टार्ट हुआ जापान से, वो ख़त्म हो गया वहाँ पे। हमारे यहाँ इंडिया में वो 78 में आया है। 92 से WHO आपको वैक्सीन दे रही है फ्री। जेई की वैक्सीन 99% जो है इफेक्टिव है, बट स्टिल एंड गवर्नमेंट इज क्लेमिंग दे हैव वैक्सीनेटेड 90 लाख किड्स दिस ईयर। Last year also they claimed they have vaccinated 30 lakh kids, but still we are getting Japanese encephalitis cases. Why? Those Japanese encephalitis is spread by mosquito. अब मच्छर तो नहीं पहचानेगा का ना कि ये अमीर का बच्चा है तो उसको डंग मारो और गरीब का ना। Encephalitis is a disease of poor. सिर्फ गरीब के बच्चे मरते हैं। तो ऐसा क्या है कि जो Japanese encephalitis गरीबों में क्यों हो रही है? तो इस पे हमने रिसर्च किया था, तो हमें पता चला कि 90% जो हमारे पास जैपनीज इंकेफ्लाइटिस के केस आए हैं वो वैक्सीनेट ही नहीं हुए हैं। तो जो गवर्नमेंट दावा कर रही है कि हमने 90 लाख बच्चों को वैक्सीनेट कर दिया है, तो या तो हो सकता है कि उन्होंने सिर्फ सिंगल डोज दिया है, या हो सकता है कोल्ड चेन मेंटेन नहीं की है, और या हो सकता है कि वो पेपर पे वर्क हो रहा है, बच्चों को वैक्सीन दी ही नहीं गई है। क्योंकि जो बच्चे प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स में जाके वैक्सीनेट हो रहे हैं, वही वैक्सीन, सेम वैक्सीन उन बच्चों को नहीं हो रहा है, किसी अमीर बच्चे को नहीं होता है।
जेई के केस के पूरे साल आते रहते हैं?
जेई के केस पूरे साल नहीं आते हैं, इंकेफ्लाइटिस के केस पूरे साल आते हैं। जेई के केस मोस्टली जो है जब व्हेनेवर इट पोर्स ना, इट्स रेन्स, देन इट स्टार्ट, लाइक जुलाई टू नवंबर इज द पीक सीजन। पर स्पोरेडिक जो है 5-10 केसेस जो है हर जनवरी फरवरी में मिलेंगे, पर जैसे ही पानी बरसेगा, जैसे ही रेन होगा, तो जुलाई टू नवंबर इज द सीजन।
अच्छा, एक और बेसिक क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि जैसे कोई कोई डॉक्टर के पास आता है अपने बच्चे को लेके जिसको AES का डायग्नोसिस लिखा हुआ है, AES है, दैट मीन्स इट कुड बी टाइफॉइड, इट कुड बी एंसेफेलाइटिस, इट कुड बी
enteric encephalitis, TB encephalitis, Japanese encephalitis, herpes encephalitis, scrub typhus encephalitis, is Nipah virus encephalitis, can be anyone.
बट जरूरी नहीं है कि ये जो सारी बीमारियां हैं इनमें एंसेफेलाइटिस होगा ही होगा।
नहीं, इंकेफ्लाइटिस तो क्लिनिकल टर्म है, होगा वो तो, उसके बाद वो कौन सा इंकेफ्लाइटिस है, जैसे हमने अगर बच्चा बुखार आया और वो आग बग बात कर रहा है तो मेरे लिए वो इंकेफ्लाइटिस हो गया उसको। अब वो उसको कौन सा इंकेफ्लाइटिस है, जैपनीज इंकेफ्लाइटिस है कि वो निपा वायरस इंकेफ्लाइटिस है, हम उसी से पता करेंगे।
पर ये भी जरूरी है क्या कि अगर आपको टाइफाइड हुआ तो आपको AES होगा ही होगा?
नहीं,
ये मैं पूछ रही थी।
टाइफाइड होता है तो बहुत 0.1% केसेस में इंकेफ्लाइटिस में जाता है, तो मतलब 1000 बच्चों में सिर्फ एक बच्चा इंकेफ्लाइटिस में जा सकता है, और वो बहुत रेयर है। टाइफाइड से इंकेफ्लाइटिस होना बहुत रेयर है। जो जैपनीज इंकेफ्लाइटिस से चांसेस ज़्यादा हैं, निपा वायरस चांसेस ज़्यादा हैं। जैसे मलेरिया के भी इंकेफ्लाइटिस हो सकता है, पर मलेरिया के चांसेस इंकेफ्लाइटिस में जाने के बहुत कम होते हैं। ठीक है, उनको मेनली उससे पहले ही बुखार उखार से हम लोग मलेरिया की दवा दे देते हैं, और टाइफाइड का एंटीबायोटिक हमारे पास है तो उससे पहले ही ट्रीट करते हैं।
ठीक है, तो
Yeah, one more thing you asked now, who is the main responsible person? Who are the culprits?
why not the doctors? Why?
Yeah, I'll tell you who are the responsible person. Those people who has got the letter, who has got those 14 reminders and they didn't do anything, including the DGME, Director General Medical Education, Dr. K.K. Gupta. He only filed the FIR. Funny thing is that he is the responsible person, you know. He got all the letters, you know, during investigation, when the investigation officer asked him what did he do when he got the legal notice that Manish Bhandari is going to stop the oxygen. He said, I forwarded it to Finance Controller. Then he again asked, isn't it your responsibility? You should have done something more to save all those lives. He kept quiet because he didn't have any answer. What did he do? DM, district magistrate forwarded to CMO forwarded to principal forwarded to DGME forwarded to principal secretary forwarded to health education minister Mr. Tandon. He forwarded back it to Anita Jain Bhatnagar, ma'am, principal secretary. She forwarded to DGME. So all these things happening. He stopped. He is a businessman. He stopped.
But can I also say that, you know, that is what the doctors also did. They also forwarded a letter, the principal or the HOD.
Not me. I have not got even a single letter. So you can't blame.
You were not handling this.
No. Yeah, I was telling one thing. When these things happen, those IT cells, I will tell, rumor mongers, the fact distorters, the haters, they started spreading a smear campaign on social media. And mainstream media also pick up the story from there. They made me vice principal of the BRD Medical College. I was not the vice principal. There is no such post there. They made me superintendent of the medical college. You need to have 10 years of experience to become superintendent. They made me head of the department of pediatrics. No, you have to have professorship, you know, to become a head of the department. I was just a lecturer. I joined only 1 year back on 8th of August 2016 only, as a permanent commission. So they made me everything as if I was running the whole BRD. So whole focus was on me for next few days, and they forgot about the death. See, that's the thing. Those kids who lost, those parents who lost their kids, what did they get? They didn't get our two sympathy words from our chief minister. No, sorry, it's our mistake. You lost your kid. This much compensation I am giving you. They are so stone-hearted, you know. They just packed the body, you know, they sent them home. What happened to go and meet those parents? They lost. I told my mom when I came back from the jail, I told my mom, अम्मी जान, आपको अपना बच्चा वापस मिल गया है, पर जो बच्चे मर गए, जिनके पेरेंट्स जिन्होंने लूज कर दिए, उनके बच्चे नहीं आ रहे हैं, जिंदगी कभी नहीं आ रहे हैं, उनको क्या? तो जो जिम्मेदार हैं उनको सजा मिलनी चाहिए। सिर्फ किसी को बलि का बकरा बना के किसी को पकड़ के नहीं भेज देना है।